Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. Today's video, we are looking at the Fame store, and this isn't going to be for sort of older players. If you've been playing for a long time, then obviously you know this already. So there's much more base for the new player. So we're just going to go into the Fame store and the stuff you can use to complete it, because sometimes the armors and the rewards from the Fame store are really, really good. And it's very worth doing if you're planning to play Conqueror's Blade for a long time. So these are some of the things you can use for your donations, that you might not know about or overlooked potentially. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So first off, I want to apologize for my inventory. It's pretty messy. It's not looking good. But we could just focus on this stuff for now. So there's a few methods in doing, sort of having the right amount of goods to do this. But we'll first start off with, when you do a siege, sometimes you get given random items. Okay, random items. And what I'd do with those, instead of salvaging them, take them over to the Fame store and chuck them in. Donate 250 for a blue spear. Absolutely great. So you just want to donate them. The second thing I'd say is, if you craft armor and it hasn't got the stats you want on it, then I would say to get rid of that as well. So like, if we can find a bit of gear here. Okay, so like these feet, these I'm not going to donate them because they're too good. But they donate for 200. So save all that crafted armor you've made and donate it. So I tend to put mine in my supply dump, and anything that hasn't crafted well goes in my supply dump, and then I use it for the next week's donation. That's the first thing I use. So before I use any of my other resources to donate, I'll get rid of all of the gear first. All of the blue items I've got from sieges, and all of the crafted items that didn't craft so well. And this allows you, if you use them first, this allows you to actually save up on a lot of these pile of trophies that you're getting from bandit raids and stuff like that. So I got quite a lot of these, only because I'm not really, as you can see, I'm not maxed out on fame that I should be at the end of this season. But I took a little bit of a break at the start of the season, and also I didn't really like the armor, the hero attire at the end of this season, so I wasn't too bothered about it, so I sort of left it. But your next thing you can donate is rivets. Rivets are great. They're not really used for too much. Their value is 8 each, and you can go to the apothecary, who's just over here somewhere, and the apothecary will sell you, I think it's 60 a week over here. So yeah, you wanna go in here, 500 bronze each and nothing, and you buy your 60, and that will give you a nice little bit of things to donate. Need to pick up my powdered silver. Powdered silver once a week, nice. So that's another way of grabbing the materials to donate. And so we'll head back over, and we're going to donate enough to get here. So we're going to shift. I'm going to choose how many. I think we're going to donate. Let's donate 20. No, we're a little bit off. Let's donate another. Let's go 15. Could take it slightly over, but yeah. So that's relatively good. You can get quite a bit of points for that. And then obviously you'll get your sort of flag or attire or whatever from the donation. So that's one thing to donate. I tend to use rivets just for the lower levels, and I never really do rivets in huge volume. I just do it to sort of, let's say I put the gear in, and then I'm like 100 off. Rivets come in very useful for that sort of thing. The next thing you can use is gold dust. gold dust, apart from making sort of your horse armor, doesn't really have much of a use, because a lot of the epic gear that you use gold dust to make, it's not worthwhile unless you're a bow. Bows ones are really good, and short swords is pretty good too. But then again, it won't have any leadership on unless you get extremely lucky and get leadership on every item that you make. It's not worth it. So yeah, gold dust is literally used for not much. So you end up with a lot of it. Like I've got, you know, what is it, like 628 of them here. That's quite mad. It's a lot. So I tend to just hold on to my non-bound one, and my bound stuff I'll use to donate. But I won't use it all. I'm not going to smash through all of it, because we've got other things like trophies. But you know, every now and then I might use maybe 20 of them to donate. So if we go 20 will do at like loads. So actually I'm going to use less than 20, because they're 80 per gold dust. So we'll go for, let's go for 10. I think 10 should do it. 10, and then we'll use the rivets to fill in the gap. I think it'll be about 25. Yeah, there we go. And so gold dust, another great thing to be using. The next thing, from sort of from events, normally you get these general supplies. Now these are great. These are 1,000 each. So if I put in those, I put 10,000 in. I'm saving these up for next season. That's why I'm not going mad with donating here. So they donate, for 1,000 each. And then you've always got trophies. The blue ones valued at 100 each. The epic are 500, and the green are 50 each per donation. So saving these up for next season as well. So I won't be using those. The other thing you can get rid of that I haven't talked about is, obviously we get given a lot of rare like horse armor schematics. You will never be using these. Just instantly donate them or delete them, but you might as well donate them at an easy 50. The next thing, requisition orders. If you're not going out in the open world and farming, then requisition orders, and you're not using these, you'll probably like wonder what those are for if you're new. But basically they're used to get extra uses of nodes out in the open world for materials. But if you don't use them, they're valued at 20. So, you know, if you haven't really noticed and they've been stacking up, then yeah, you've got another good thing to donate there, as long as you're not going to use them. If you're going to use them like I do, save them up, because they're worthwhile. Now, if you don't have any of this, and you don't have enough things to donate, and you're like, I just can't, I don't know what I can do to continue donating, there is sort of a last ditch effort that is to go to the horse seller. So we go to the horse seller, and you want to grab yourself, wrong list here, you want to grab yourself the shield of chamfrons, so 400 bronze each. Make sure you're going for the 400 bronze each, because they're the best value for bronze. You don't want to absolutely smash your bronze and get rid of it all. So buy those. And I wouldn't say to do this, I mean, if you got lots of bronze, go ahead, but you know, if you just want to get 1 or 2 donations in, sort of the 500 and the 1,000 donation, this is very viable. But once you start getting to the higher ones, this is not so much. They donate for 40 each. So as I'm saying, like, it's good for the 500 and then the 1,000. But once you get to like 1,600, 2,500, I think it is, or whatever, and then the 3,600, this is going to be way too long to be able to do. So, yeah, just do this for the early ones, and then use bigger materials for this. Right, and the next thing you can do is if you use the auction house, or if you go out farming, you'll sometimes you'll get these amber, silk, musk, turquoise, garnet, you know, it's these things, they'll say selling price 1,000 silver. So if I was to vendor this, I'd gain 1,000 silver. But these donate really nicely. So if we go into the donation here, we go to our wagon and we chuck one of those in, they donate for 1,000 each. I think it is. Yeah, it's 1,000 each. Yeah. So 2,000. Yeah. So really nice. And the nice thing about those, if you've got spare silver but you don't go out farming, you can go to the marketplace, go to resources, go to exotic, or actually don't even bother going to exotic, just go to search, and then let's put in like musk, and there we go. They're 600 each. It's actually, and then you just want to go in and purchase one of those. 6,000 each. Sorry, 6,000 each. 6,444 to be precise. And that's an easy way to get 1,000 and 1,000. So, yeah, that's another good way to use your silver, sort of in a good way to get you into the Fame store. And then eventually, by the end of the season, you will be high enough to get all the decent goodies that I haven't got this season because, as I said, I took a break. I'm not too bothered because I think this looks horrible. But next season, I see it looks very good. So I will be next season going the entire way through this. And hopefully getting the armor and getting the title and all of that. And then, of course, another way to get fame is make sure, but everyone knows this, but make sure you're doing your bandit raids, all 5 every week. And that'll give you, I think it's 40 to 60 per one. So it's a little added bonus to get fame. So yeah. Well, that's it, guys. I hope this has been helpful in some way to some people, and hope you get your Fame store done. If you want to chat more about it, I stream on Twitch most days. Plumption TV, Plumption on Twitch. So yeah, hope to see you drop by, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.